Okay, hello internet. It's been a while. Someone asked me to continue making videos, so I'm going to keep making this series. Hopefully, I don't really know. I've got a few more pointers though, and this is Benedict. Say hello, Benedict. The internet loves you. That's right. So, every once in a while, I like to torture myself if I feel like I've been really deserving lately and done something stupid, or maybe skipped a class, or eaten something that I'm probably not supposed to eat, something bad like that that I know I'm not supposed to do, so I like to torture myself and play ranked games in League. Something that I've been doing recently is not playing ranked games, definitely not playing ranked games, because as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of games played. 99. That's not a whole lot. It's not bad, but it's not like the few hundred that typically people have played by this time in the season. So, I've been playing with some of my bronze friends, which, I don't know, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. Sometimes they invite me and I play with them, and yeah, it's a world of difference. There's a humongous difference between the two elos, because I've played a few ranked games when I was silver with some of my bronze friends, and then I played it at my elo, which was the low gold, high silver elo. Hello, Benedict. And the cooperation is just incredibly different. It's different. But I've been playing normals with my bronze friends because I can't play ranked with them because now I'm gold 5. So some of the tips that I have and some of the things that I've noticed in a lot of the people who are at the bronze elo is, oh my god, stop talking. Just seriously, oh my god, just stop talking. Just stop typing. Just stop talking. No one cares and no one wants to hear it. Honestly. Like, I played mid lane. Let me see if I can find it in my match history. I played mid lane a while ago, and I played Cass this match. I played Cass. I went mid, and I was up against his. Oh no, it shows his name. It shows his name. It shows his name. Okay. I played mid against this Teemo right here, and you can see I just owned his ass all up and down the map, and all he did was talk. I'm so much better than you. Cass, you're so bad. Blah, 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 blah. And Riven, who was like plat or something on the other team, was just like, Cass, would you please just like kill this Teemo? Because he has just been talking shit about you all game. And I'm like, I know, but frankly, I just don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. I think he was like silver 4 or something like that. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Sorry, bud. He was like silver 4, and I was just like, this isn't even a fight. This is not a fight at all. And he was just talking noise, like, you're so bad, 1v1 me, just 1v1 me after this. And like, I used to say that too, so I get it. I totally used to say that. But guess what? That lane was a 1v1. And you lost. I'm not going to waste more of my time 1v1ing you again. So I just wrote, I'm a support main. I'm not going to 1v1 you. This isn't even my role. I don't play mid lane. I'm a support. And he writes, well, so am I. And I was like, well, then what do you want to do? Do you want to 1v1 as Sona and Soraka and have, like, a wet noodle contest? That's fucking retarded. I'm not going to do that with you. Like, I'm not going to stroke your ego when I don't even know you and you're an asshole. So it was just like, no. And he was like, oh, are you scared? And that didn't work in 3rd grade. It's not going to work now. Just because I don't want to waste my time playing against you when I already have and I've owned you, you're not going to goad me into playing against you again. I've already wasted enough time just raping you. As you can see, this is where I went and what I did. And I'm an objective whore. I've got 2 dragons, I've got 4 towers that I took, I've got 2 inhibitors that I took. I look like I died taking that inhibitor, probably. I don't know. But you can see all the kills that I got and where I got them, and frankly, I have no idea what I was doing in most of these places, but whatever. So, yes, hello. This is fascinating, isn't it? Let's see. If you're talking, are you learning? Do you speak when your teachers or your professors or your guest speakers are lecturing you? And if yes, then I hate you. Personally. On a personal level, I actually think that I hate your existence and I want you to just not exist anymore. Because when you're speaking, first of all, it's an auditorium. Your voice resonates. That's the point of auditoriums. It's to resonate voices and everyone can hear you, so shut the fuck up. Some of us are actually trying to listen. Some of us are paying for these classes. So, If you're talking, your brain is turned off. You're not paying any attention to anything that anyone else says because you're just on autopilot and you're just going. You're not absorbing any information or learning anything. And what you have to learn is you're not good at this game. If you were good at this game, you would not be bronze. I'm not good at this game, and I'm gold. I straight up say that. I'm just like, let me pull it up. There was another match that I played where, how do I go back? Right here. I got Fizz in a ram, and I was like, should I reroll Fizz? And this one person was like, are you good with him? And I was like, I'm not good at this game. And she goes, oh, then maybe you should reroll. And I was like, it's fine. And then I got 27 kills because I was playing at bronze elo. Yeah, that happens. You're just not good. You shouldn't be focusing on the mistakes that other people are making because that's not going to improve your gameplay. You need to be focused on improving your gameplay and making your plays better. Not focusing on what other people are doing. And if other people are focusing on you, then they fucking suck because they're not focusing on themselves either. It's not about them and what they're saying and what they're doing. It's about you and what you're doing, and what you're saying and what you should be saying is nothing. Don't talk to them. Don't goad them. Don't listen to them. Just mute them. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Like, I played a game the other day and I'm an ADC when I was playing with a bronze friend, and I suck at ADC. I'm a support main. So this guy just autolocks, and he autolocks Jayce, and then I was just like, what are you doing? Do you want an ADC? Because I'll support you. Like, it's not a problem. I know I called ADC, but I'll support. And he was like, no, I just autolock. That's what I do. My thing is autolocking. And I was just like, what? What do you mean that's your thing? Okay, whatever. That's fine. So I pick an ADC, and I'm thinking to myself, Kirsty, you're at a lower elo. Just remember, no one's going to peel for you. No one's going to do anything. No one's going to help you at all. You have to pick an ADC that you're comfortable with and that you think that you can do well with. So I picked Jinx, and I sucked, kind of. I made some pretty good plays because I knew, like, oh, I've got my ult up. I know pretty much what jungle route they're taking, exactly what bush they're going to recall in. I can smite them like a god, Benedict. Smite them like a god. So I got a few kills that way, just sniping the shit out of people, blind shooting my rocket and getting kills, things like that. Obvious things. I know what routes people are going to take because I've played the game a lot. Just common sense. So, let's see. What? Hello. What else is there? I don't know. Just don't listen to other people. Just fucking fuck them. Fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about, and you shouldn't be listening to them because they probably suck. On the subject of listening, don't listen to other people, but listen to the game itself. You can learn so much about this game by paying attention to special indicators and pings, but not just pings as indicators. Just like everything else, if you want to play well, you need to fully commit to the game and just listen. If your music is loud, you're missing a lot of the action and rendering an entire sensory input device useless. Just completely useless. Recently, I killed a Twitch as Cassiopeia because I heard him use Ghostblade. I heard it activate while he was invisible and sneaking up on me. I heard it. I was just like, what the fuck, who has Ghostblade on their team? Oh, right, I just checked their items, and it's Twitch. So I knew that he was invisible and sneaking up on me, so I repositioned into a bush where I had the element of surprise, and he couldn't see me, so he couldn't just turn his R on and just, like, wail on me, because I knew he was going to do that. And I repositioned in a bush where I had the element of surprise, and I would have known, if I had one, to place a pink, because I heard him. I didn't have a pink. I had upgraded to a yellow trinket, so I just didn't have one. Pinks completely fuck over Twitch players. If you have anyone invisible on the enemy team, you should always have a pink on the map. Everyone should always have a pink on the map. That's just something to know. Because Twitches don't know what to do. They don't come out of their invisibility when they see you place a pink. They don't realize it. They're like, oh, this is totally my kit. I'm so good. No one's ever gonna, oh, right, I'm dead because they placed a pink. But this Twitch, hearing the Ghostblade activate did pretty much the same thing to him. It rendered him a little bit incompetent and completely fucked over his kit. Because he wants to sneak up on people. It's my alarm. Okay. Not to wake up. It's 4 p.m. It's not my alarm to wake up. Another thing, focus. Oh my god. One of the things that you hear about a lot in higher elos is the bronze chase. The bronze chase. Oh my god. Kills are not worth the time that it took to get them. Not when you're chasing. You could be fucking someone over a lot harder than a death timer by taking their objectives and taking their towers. It's just not worth it to take that, to chase the kill. It never will be. It's just a waste of time. that 300 gold that you got, you're an idiot. You could have taken a tower or a dragon or pushed a lane or warded their jungle. I mean, if you're going to chase, you might as well ward their jungle when you're walking through it, but that's not the point. If it's not warded, you shouldn't be walking through it in the first place. Work on improving your gameplay. Pick a few champions and specialize with them. Learn what items work well with them and read their skills and scaling. Know if Gnar has AP scaling. Know that Gnar doesn't have mana, so don't build a Frozen Heart on him. Know that Gnar doesn't have mana, so don't build a Sheen. Why do people build Trinity Force on Gnar? I don't fucking know. I think it's retarded. I think that's a waste of an item slot, and if you want something that's going to deal damage, why don't you build a fucking Blade of the Ruined King? Because it increases his attack speed, which builds on his W, which, good God, people, just learn to fucking read. Seriously, that's it. Just read. Play a Rams to learn new champions better if you want to learn new champions, or to try weird builds, like that Fizz build. That Fizz build is probably not a normal Fizz build at all. Yeah, I don't think people typically build like a Gnasher's Tooth on Fizz. They might. The Rabadon, zhonyas, that's probably really old school. I don't know. Play Team Builder to try new roles or to play the ones that you already play, more specifically, like, better. Try it. I like Team Builder. I like choosing the people that I'm going to play with ahead of time, like being the captain and being like, fuck you Zed mid lane, fuck you Akali, fuck you Teemo, just like, no, 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 yes. That way I can choose how much magic I have on my team and how much AD I have on my team. I like that. Pay attention to the other team's items and pick yours accordingly. If you see a Volibear building straight tank, you know that like post level 6, he's going to fall off. He's just going to be a tank and he's not going to be dealing any damage anymore. Like he's still going to be dealing damage because he's Volibear. But if he's building tank, meh, build a Blade of the Ruined King. Destroy his entire life. Deals percentage health damage and gives you attack speed. Know that. I mean, that's if you're an AD. Blade of the Ruined King, or tell your ADC, or suggest it politely, because they don't like being told what to do because they're the carry. Suggest to your ADC that they buy a Blade of the Ruined King because it deals health damage. Plus it allows you to kite just a little bit better. Let's see. If you are a mage who wants sustain or wants to tank towers, you have that desire. I have that desire a lot as a mage. I build a Rod of Ages. As you can see, Rod of Ages is a fairly common build for me, especially on like my Cho'Gath. Where's my Cassiopeia? Cassiopeia, I build it. Sometimes I build it on Nami. I think that was in a Ram. Yeah. Rod of Ages is a really great item that I like a lot. So I build it on a lot of people. You can buy zhonyas to mess with a Zed or Carthisol. Those are really important. You can negate pretty much all of Zed's damage by hitting the right button at the right time. He won't be able to do anything. If he marks you and you Zhonya under a tower, he's probably stuck under a tower. You should know if you want a Hex Drinker, a Wit's End, or a Merc Scimitar. Just because Hex Drinker is if they have a lot of just magic damage, but not a lot of magic resist. If they have a lot of magic resist and you want attack speed, maybe on Kayle, and you want to steal magic resist from that target, maybe you're Kayle versus a Zir, you could buy a Wit's End. Or buy a Quicksilver Sash as like Ashe if there's a Warwick on the enemy team. You're Ashe. You don't have any mobility. You have nothing. If you get stunned or suppressed, you're probably fucked because I doubt your support cares enough to try to help you and peel for you. Something you need to know. Buy a Quicksilver Sash. You can just step out of Warwick's ult and completely baffle him because he will continue to ult while you're walking away from him. You should know if you want Bloodthirster or Blade of the Ruined King. If you want Bloodthirster, you want the passive for it, the shields, because you don't want to use an active, that's fine. It took me a very, very long time to get used to using the active of Blade of the Ruined King and Cutlass. It took me forever. It was an embarrassing amount of time, which is probably why I wasn't very good at ADC. You should know if you want to build a Luden's Echo or a Zhonyas. If you're getting murked in lane, buy a Zhonyas, be defensive. If you're dominating and you're dealing a bunch of damage, deal more damage. Get a Luden's Echo, get a Rabadon's, things like that. Of course, Zhonyas is still going to be dealing damage because it still gives you a bonus to your AP, but it doesn't really help you beyond that. It's more of a defensive item for either really late game or really early game if you're getting marked and you're just tired of getting marked. Another thing, itemizing is super important. Build to counter your enemies and secure your viability into the late game, like I was saying. You want to get the Quicksilver Sash, you want to get the zhonyas, and you want to pay attention to your build order. Pay attention! As an ADC, get your damage item. Get your BF, build it into IE, get your pickaxe, build that into IE, whatever you can afford at the time. If you can't afford either of those, get a few Doran's Blades for the lifesteal and the viability. Then get your attack speed. Don't get your attack speed first. You're going to be hitting them a lot, but it's going to fucking tickle them, and they're not going to be scared. And then League just turns into a mind game at that point where they're like, oh, I know Lucian doesn't deal any damage, so I'm going to wreck him. As a support, start with your gold income item if you're like Soraka or Janna or Sona. But if you're like Thresh, I would probably suggest starting with the Doran Shield, just because you're super squishy at the beginning, and it helps you a lot. Then they get a sightstone, and then you can honestly build whatever you want. I personally have a few item sets, and I really, really, really like them. I haven't made an ADC one, which I could probably make right now, I guess, just to show you how. So, I'm sorry, I typed in the wrong thing. Come on, let me name it. Right. So, as an ADC, the first thing you want to start off with is probably your Doran's Blade and your trinket. Stop it. These are stupid. I don't know why the fuck those are still there. And then after you get that, you're going to want to build into that. What are you doing? Stop it. You're killing me here, Smalls. You're killing me. So usually what I do is, Benedict, stop. I start that. I'll say, pay attention to everything at once. Or, not everything at once. Pay attention to the order of things. Like, you want to start with your trinkets, end with your trinkets. You want to start with your boots, end with your boots. Make sure that you build everything all the way through. So you've got Infinity. This is just really helpful. I pretty much always want to get an Infinity Edge, no matter who I am. I'll either want to... Here, let's go back to that. Put that there. And this will be like end game situational items. Maybe I'll want that, or maybe I'll want this, or maybe I'll want this. I don't know. Depends on which champion I'm playing. This is pretty rare for me to build on an ADC because typically you just don't fucking need it. Why are you freaking out, man? Calm down. Life steal. Fuck it. There we go. Got it. I have been building Blade of the Ruined King on a lot of people. So, I've been building on the people that you really just don't even need to build it on, probably. What else do you want as an ADC? You've got your upgraded boots. Maybe at the end of the game, you're going to want to change those into a home guard or something. Can you move these blocks? Yeah, you can. That's cool. Here, let's put that there and then switch that. Cool. So, what else do you need on ADC? Maybe you'd want a Wit's End or one of these. These are typically two that people shift between. I generally get Phantom Dancer, but maybe on Quentin I'll get like a static shift. Honestly, I can't think of other things that you need on an ADC right now, which shows how little I play them. But you click here, you hit save, and then you're good. See, like, see, potions would be important. See, on my starting items, that way it's the very, very top, and I always see it. I have my pink wards, and my green wards, and my trinket. That way I know every time I go back, oh, it's right at the top. Make sure that you pick up a pink ward. Like, that's, yeah. So let's see. We're going to want to put that there. That's always important. No matter who you are, you always want to grab some wards. I don't know. I'll probably finish this later. It's really shitty and really unfinished, but it's super easy to do. You don't have to name these. You can if you want. And you can even check which maps you want it to appear on and which champions you want them to appear on. I don't bother doing that because sometimes I'll be like, I'm going to play Lulu ADC this game. And it's mean, but it's fun. So, that works. That's really all I have to talk about. And apparently Benedict has a lot to talk about, but, I'm going to make another one, probably. I have some other things that I want to talk about, but, like, I talk way too much and way too long. So, let me know if this was helpful, and I will see you guys later.